In the name of God, the most gracious, distinguished guests, my Arijian colleagues, exactly 20 years ago, I graduated with a BA in Mass Communication and Sociology, which was followed by obtaining MA in Documentaries. That was on the eve of the September 11th. I did not realize then that journalism would be completely overturned, that data journalism, open source journalism, and cross-border journalism would form the most important pillars of investigative journalism, and that the mere word investigation in our region terrifies the corrupt and oppressive ossified regimes. I confess before you that I'm exhausted and tired from the inside, not from the volume of work, which really never ends, but from the political, economic, social, and security boiling conditions in which our world lives in. When frustration creeps into me, I look into the eyes of my team and see their insistence on supporting investigative journalists in the field, merely for the sake of the idea and the principle. Thank you, ARIJ, one by one, and all the colleagues working in the face-to-face world and virtual world on these unprecedented efforts to come out with this version of ARIJ, this form of ARIJ 14th next year. This year, many of our journalists were infected with the coronavirus, and more than one colleague, first degree relatives, and dear friends died, which affected us all. God be with them. From this platform, we extend our wishes for a speedy recovery for our Asian colleague, Mohammed Abul Ghaith, who is fighting cancer with all courage and love. During this year and in more than 1 year, dozens of journalists working with us lost their jobs, and many of them had to work in parallel in other professions just to cover their expenses. Two of the Arijians were arrested while working on investigations with us in Algiers and Sudan during a meeting with academic and medical sources. This year, more than 10 broadcasting and publishing platforms have refrained from publishing our investigations with them because, according to them, we are raising the bar way too much. This year, more than 15 journalists, male and females, were forced to publish with us under fictitious names. And unfortunately, this is how their moral rights are lost for investigations they have worked on for more than a year. Moreover, they have been deprived of achieving the goal of their work in disclosure and accountability. In this year, more than one colleague's phones and computers have been hacked, and bullying and hate emails and have reached them because of their work. And this year, more than one colleague was threatened while they were working on investigations, threats to stop publication or physical assault, and the matter mounted to a death threat to a colleague in ARIJ's team. Mercy be upon our Yemeni colleague Rasha Abdallah Al-Harazi, who was killed while pregnant in an explosion targeting her car along with her husband. Rasha had participated in 3 years ago in a training workshop organized by ARIJ. God bless her soul. All of this motivates us and you to make a greater efforts in seeking to end impunity for the crimes committed against our media professionals. Our method to promoting accountability will not be complete without having a free environment that guarantees the right to have access to information and the protection of journalists, fact checkers, and whistleblowers in a manner that guarantees the protection of freedom of expression, pluralism, and diversity, and amplifying the voice of the marginalized, prisoners of conscience, and persons with disabilities, and all those who have no voice. ARIJ, through its Arab network that extends from Morocco to Kuwait, seeks to promote a supportive environment for the work of investigative journalists that is comprehensive and enhanced and innovative in terms of accelerating political, social, economic, and environmental accountability in our region, and pushes towards ensuring human rights and the provision of documented information to all, the foundation of any democratic system. Only through this can media play its role in our turbulent world as a voice for people. On behalf of the ARIJ team, I am pleased to announce today, and for the first time, the launch of 7 initiatives that shall support Arab journalists in general and investigative journalists in particular. Firas and Shada and Saja, the floor is yours again. I will not remain silent, a project that is renewed in its second year with the support of the Meta Journalism Project and sponsored by the German Foreign Ministry. In the coalition with us, we have Van EFRA, the International Women's Media Foundation, IWMF, and IRIX Foundation. The Safety First project is also launched with the support of the Meta Journalism Project with the aim of strengthening the digital security of journalists and encountering all forms of hacking and extortion. Follow us on the hashtag Safety First. The Aman 360 project in partnership with UNESCO within the UNESCO multi-donor program for freedom of expression and protection of journalists. ARIJ is involved in the implementation of the project by the International Consortium of Journalists with the aim of ensuring the inclusiveness or inclusive protection of journalists and investigative journalists in the Arab world. Follow us on the hashtag Aman360. And Diploma in Data Journalism, which we are relaunching today in its 3rd edition, and we are opening the floor for competition to participate in it. Please subscribe to it for the coming 6 months. Don't miss this chance. Yes, ARIJ Fellowship in cooperation with the National Endowment for Democracy and ED is renewed for the 5th year in a row. Today, we also open the floor for competition to participate in it. Don't miss this chance. SAH project for the Arab Network for Information Auditors, AFCN, with the support of the CARIB program implemented by the French Agency for Media Development, CFI, and funded by the French Agency for Development, AFD. Now we will see a detailed press statement in Arabic and English. Please follow it. So follow us, please, on the hashtag SAH. And now for the first platform and the new window to support accountability and transparency of whistleblowers, IRIJ.net, a completely secure platform where whistleblowers can report their public interest information and videos and recordings that would serve the public interest without revealing their identities, even to us. The platform provides complete protection for whistleblowers and the information they disclose, which we verify with the latest and best verification mechanisms, and then turn them into investigative reports that reveal injustice and corruption. We at ARIJ are proud that you have faith in us, this platform, and the support of the International Media Support Organization, IMS. We have with us our strategic advisor to the International Media Support Organization and an old friend of ARIJ, Henrik Krone, in a short speech.